We are live. Yes, yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Gaming with Gyozaplanet with your host, questionably okay Gyozaplanet, with some TABG. Yeah, we're gonna be playing today. Yeah, I don't know. So, good news. I'm doing slightly better than yesterday. Uh, the most of the fatigue, keyword most, has gone away, so I'm feeling better. But it's been replaced with allergies. Lots and lots and lots of allergies. Do you want to guess how many tissues I've been through today? I think the answer is more than 16. Okay, actually 16 is a bit of a highball number. It's probably like 12 or something. It is frankly really ridiculous. Good news though, I've got my allergy vaccine shots this afternoon, but still. Those are temporary solutions. Well, admittedly it's a temporary solution to a more permanent solution. In theory, I'm nearing the period of, like, I'm nearing the end of the thing, so hopefully it's gonna, like, start ramping up in effectiveness or something. I don't know how they work, but yeah. Anyways, what other fun stuff? I slept in today, because today was the French exam, which, since seeing as I have a 9 out of 10 in, and I frankly could not be bothered to I've got a 9 out of 10 and I do not want to sit down and study for approximately 10 hours of syntaxis and grammatical rules and everything. Yeah, we are not doing that. And so yeah, most of my day was, basically, so yeah, I woke up late, did language arts studying, and then went, shopping, because today is my mother's birthday. Yes, she is. I actually don't know how old she is. Uh, Approximately within her 40s, I think. I'm not sure. It's better just not to ask. Yeah, crud, I was trying to do this fancy thing. Yeah, hold on. Gun, 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 gun. What is that? Mad mechanic. Yeah, I know. The mad mechanic is an interesting. If you don't know what it is, it's an odd blessing. Basically, what it does is that you lose 80 or 20% of your max health, so I would drop down to 80 instead of 100. But every time I throw a grenade, 2 duplicates of it are sent out at like 30-degree angles. It's very fun. Somebody's got a grenade launcher over there. Ah. This person is an annoyingly adequate shot. Oh, I've got no bandages, I've just realized. Oh, this is a problem. Okay. Cushion impact. Grabber small ammo. Okay, we've got like 3-ish mags plus the loaded one on our Vector, which is very good, because the Vector chews through ammunition, which is one of the downsides it has. But, the Vector is very good, but you've got to be very careful with it. It is not a beginner's tool. Like, okay, I mean, if it's your first time playing, yeah, you can use a Vector, but especially if you're new to how, like, the game's mechanics and everything works, you're gonna run out of ammo real fast. That crud, it's the dude from before with the dash blessing who I was trying to shoot. How come there's not a single bandage around here? There's, like, not one. Okay, I think we're just gonna do what is called tactfully escape the city and hope that the person did not see me, because I can't fight back much. I also have no grenades, so my blessing will not help. I mean, the blessing is questionably useful. I think it is really meant for, like, it's like a medkit, I suppose. I do think it is really meant for, like, trios play or something. But, no. It is really strong, because it's... any grenade is just triple. This includes things like Uh, orbital grenades. There we go. Perfect. Nice. I was hinging on them, so I saw them come out, and I knew that they were going to probably chase after me. So I waited, and I was hinging on the fact that they would probably jump at me, and I could hit them with a crossbow pistol. If I hadn't, I would just swap over to the Vector and shoot them normally, but yeah, no, we managed to get the shot, and seeing as it does like 80 damage or something. Yeah, the crossbow pistol hits like a truck. It's a very strong weapon. Or, I mean, for a pistol, it's really good. Which actually, it's a shame there aren't any. I suppose this is kind of just a testament to weapons manufacturing, but there aren't any like weapons in this game that use. There aren't any pistols that use big ammo, and admittedly, there also aren't really many pistols in real life that use big ammo. Like big ammo would mean like very high caliber stuff, like 308 Winchester, .338, .50. Although that's getting into like anti-material rifle rounds and stuff like that. And I mean, it's mainly just because at that point, having that in a pistol, you're basically just gonna blow your arms off because of the amount of recoil and power that the bullets hold. Yeah, it's a logistics thing. But no, let's see, where are we in the zone? It's gonna tall work, which means it's either gonna shrink to industry, small power, or chaos. Ah, crud, we've got a sniper. They've got the Grand. They're not a great shot. I also don't have much ammo, though. We also got somebody there, which A, we saw crossing, and B, saw shooting at our quote-quote buddy. We do have an escape plan grenade. I'm gonna prime that. But I don't really want to use it yet, frankly. Because, A, we only have one of them. Yes, we only have one. And B, they tend to be really helpful, especially if we're gonna have an industry or a small power ending, saving it for that to be able to hijack the tower or like the power plant. I'm gonna take the AUG, frankly. I don't know. I've been using it more the past couple days, and I've been getting really good results of it, like that. Like, it's got really good recoil, and it actually, like, it's got very low recoil, and it's got very solid, like, yeah, just overall good pistol. Or, it's a rifle. It's a very fun weapon, like, in most games, but specifically in this one. Which I suppose is kind of due to how it's designed. I don't know much about its history, but yeah. So yeah, Mom's birthday, that's nice. We celebrated. We're gonna be going out to dinner later after we get our allergy shots. Oh no, is that what yeah, that's katana. Okay. And of course I perished because you can't hit people jumping around with freaking katana. Have I ever mentioned how much I hate melee weapons in this game? If you haven't, or if this is your first time watching, I really, really dislike the katana. Because it's incredibly painful. The main problem with the katana is that there's zero downsides to running it. And when I say zero, I mean literally zero. In most Battle Royale games, when you choose to use a melee weapon, one of the downsides is A, your limited range, which means you are very vulnerable to gunfire, and 2, most of the time, a reduction in movement speed. This game has neither of those. You have no reduction in movement speed, and because of this game's very questionable, this game's wonky gun physics, most of the time, if you were trying to Call of Duty Warzone, if you're trying to run at somebody, they had a submachine gun, you had a melee weapon. Now, admittedly, okay, there is movement tech and stuff you can do to avoid getting shot and everything, but most of the time, if you just ran at them in a straight line, you would be dead in a couple of seconds. In this game, not necessarily. If they miss like a number of their shots, or even then, if you just like walk right and left and alternate that, they're gonna miss more than half their magazine. And then take into account the fact that the weapon has very long range, a built-in dash, which does very high damage. Oh, no, I want this. Backup pistol, yes. And yeah. I have died far, far, far too much to that weapon in scenarios that I had zero rate, or I really shouldn't have died in. And admittedly, I mean, okay, it's fine to make melee weapons like a two-shot kill. That makes sense in this kind of game. The game has a very high time to kill because otherwise fights would take forever, and shotguns and sniper rifles would be the most powerful things because you could just instantly take out an enemy without having to like worry about anything effectively. But that's overkill. That's just a bit ludicrous. Also, this is very silly, but I'm taking the Brutta because I can't find some machine gun. We'll have to make do. Yeah, jeez. Okay, we've got a live and a legendary supply drop that dropped over there-ish. It's in the direction of the ping. I can't actually. Yeah, you get the point. But yeah. Frankly, I think if you gave the katana a 15% movement speed penalty whilst equipped, and then like 50% whilst you were firing the weapon, so you can't just like swing and chase somebody down, it would be completely balanced. It would make the weapon completely balanced without taking away any of its current power, because it has something that most of the other melee weapons in this game wish they could have, and that's a dash ability, which lets you close a large distance omnidirectionally. That means you can do it up, down, left, right, any direction you want. Like, you still have to take into account gravity, obviously. But somebody died here. They also had a Mac 10. I'm gonna take that. Yes, I'm willingly using the Mac 10. Today is an episode full of surprises, and also there's somebody in that window over there. What do we got for grenades? Okay, I'm gonna put that to the side because I don't. Okay, hit him. This is actually a good time to use the bar, believe it or not. This episode has just turned into Gyozaplanet being forced to use the weapons that he doesn't really enjoy. Montage. Ah! Got him. Nice. What? Wait, I'm not dead yet. What? What is going on? I'm stuck. It says I'm dead, but I can't use any of my weapons, and I can still move. I can still look around. No, I can't move, actually. I can look around. What the heck is going on here? Does the game think I'm downed? Wait. The game thinks I'm downed. Oh, that's hilarious. How did that happen? Okay, first off, how did I die that fast? And second off, why am I downed? This shouldn't happen. Yeah, I am. I'm in the down state where you can crawl, but you can't actually shoot. And I can't use any weapons or anything or access my inventory. That's so bizarre. What the? Oh yeah, also, you've got no traction, so hills are your worst enemy. I'm the last person. I'm the second to last person alive. Oh, that's funny. Or I'm spectating somebody else. I can't shoot at all, although I also can't pull out my fists. I also can't use my grenades. I can't jump. Can't do anything. So, I can still use that. This is too funny. Help! I hear them over here. Because we heard jumping sounds and we obviously can't jump. Oh, thank goodness. So what killed us, though? Yeah, they were shooting us. Do you think that the person that I eliminated threw down a grenade before they died? That's quite possible. That would make sense. But also, that's a new fear. New thing I need to be careful of is wait at least like 3 to 4 seconds after somebody dies in like tall grass to dodge grenades. You learn something every day. Anyways, that was very interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. When I was against that, when I was in the fighting that dude in the containers, I absolutely did not mean to shoot them with a flintlock. I was actually trying to shoot them with a submachine gun, and then misclicked because I thought that the submachine gun was on the either left or right trigger, and then I pulled, except it was the other button, so I accidentally shot them, and I just managed to finish them off with the Mac 10. Yeah. Well, that was quite possibly the oddest game I've played in a long time. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm doing a bit better. Yeah. But tomorrow is my technical design exam, which in theory is just a bonus points exam, so like if I don't get better than my current grade, it doesn't affect that at all, which is good because I've had literally zero time to study it because of aforementioned math exam. And yeah, could I in theory cram it all tonight? Yes, but A, it's my mom's birthday, we've got stuff planned and everything, and B, frankly, I do not give enough of a damn. I'm not picking it in standardized testing. And also, hold on, tissue break. Right, where was I? Yeah. We already have stuff planned tonight, and I've been busy most of the day, so yeah, that's not an option. And also, frankly, it doesn't matter. I'm in the same dilemma as with physics, and it's that the amount of time, effort, and study I would need to put in to be able to even get equal and or better than my current grade is so great that A, I've already spent all that time on math, and B, it frankly isn't really worth the effort. And also, again, I'm not going to be picking in standardized testing, so there's 0 point in me doing it. In theory, that's how this should go. However, I had some struggles with technical drawing in the first trimester, but I think I got a 4, which is technically non-passing, but according to my teacher at the time, it's a continuous evaluation, which basically says some of the classes tend to do this. For example, the bonus languages, so English, French, etc. Where let's say, for example, the first trimester you're a bad student, you don't care to learn, you don't practice, and the exams end out badly, and you get a 3 out of 10 on your grade for the trimester. You're technically failing in that trimester. You have to go to the makeup exam, and assuming you only get a 4 in that, okay, then it bumps up to a 4, I think. However, let's say the next trimester your parents find out and they force you to crack down, and you do, and actually it turns out it's not that bad, and so you start studying, you prepare, the exam go well and everything, and you get a 7 out of 10. Then your previous grade updates to a 7 out of 10. It's not the average of the two. It's just a flat out if you go over and you enter you go to the database right now and you look up your name, and the thing it says this student English 7 out of 10. instead of, well, 5 out of 10, which would be the 3 and then the 7. And you do the average of the 2. So in theory, technical drawing works like that, which means that seeing as I got a 6 in the second trimester, and then I got an 8 on my previous exam, which would, like, I don't think that's the note for this trimester, but I'm pretty sure that would bump me up to like a 7 more or less of average between the second trimester and that exam. In theory, that means I'm passing, which means the exam only counts as bonus points. So, I also messaged my teacher to make sure of this. I'm saying this right now and recorded a video to have as witness, because technically, I messaged him like 2 days ago to verify A, that I'm passing at the exam counts as bonus points, and then B, that it would be style standardized testing, where basically how it works is that you've got 3 to 4 like categories, I suppose. It's kind of like the math one, where you have 3 to 4 categories and you pick either option A or option B from each category. And I haven't got a response back yet. And I mean like 0 response. He has not seen the message. So in theory, that means that my thing is correct. If it's not, and it turns out that I was failing the class, and that I fail at the end of the year, I'm gonna have some very choice words, because A, I was never informed of the fact that I was failing, whereas for math, my teacher very upfront told me, told me immediately. When I say immediately, I mean like a month before, no, this was like 2 weeks before our last day of class, that, hey, X, seeing as you have less than, seeing as your current average is less than 5, you will be taking the exam yesterday as a makeup exam, which means you need to get more than X to pass, to have a passing grade at the end of the year. And I was like, okay, I understand that. And then thus proceeded the month-long journey of pain, struggle, and numerous exercises. I did not receive not a single communication like that from my teacher, from my technical drawing teacher. So either A, I don't need to worry about that at all. Get him! What? Friggin' man. Rapier's ability is kind of lackluster, I'm gonna be honest. It's really cool. It's really cool in theory, which is like a huge beam of magic swords and everything that shoots out in front of you. But the problem is you kind of have to actually aim it. Okay, I know that sounds a bit silly. This is a first-person shooter, but you actually have to direct the swords, and they have for some reason they have the same damage profiling system as a melee as a gun, where if you hit the sword on a limb, it deals less damage, and then a headshot it deals more for some reason. It's very odd. But point is, yeah. And then because of this game's wacky physics, most of the time you never hit more than 2 swords, and they don't really deal much damage. So yeah. And then the actual weapon itself, it only deals 20 damage, I think, which is very, very poor for this game, especially in melee categories. So, yeah. It's a shame, frankly. I really do like the rapier conceptually and as... Okay, I'm just gonna swap it out for the weapon. I do not want to use weapons that are a liability to me. Also, this is a dangerously close range loadout I am coming to... Oh, crud, he's got the double shot. Ah, no, go away. Oh, right, I've got words of healing.
I am. Okay.
Nice. Okay, first off, find the enemy. Where are they? Well, enemy spotted. Throw out a splinter grenade and then get over here and onto the railing. We're less likely to get hit. Okay, they didn't take any damage, which means they wrapped around to the side here. And they're... Oh, right, I've got the blunderbuss. This should be interesting. Compensator, that's going to be very useful for the FAMAS. I'm going to throw that on now. Also, use another bandage in the meantime. The FAMAS is an odd rifle. It's like the AK. It's like kind of like a carbine version of the AK. Which, like, okay, if you're a gun nerd, that makes 0 sense, and if you don't know me, that makes 0 sense. So most of the time, what I call carbine weapons are basically they're fast-firing, low recoil, low damage assault rifles, where instead of a normal assault rifle where it's like, okay, damage. Oh, there they are, car. Yeah, I'm not getting them. I will take the. I'm just gonna get rid of the other storm blessing. I will, however, hijack this car and then get to zone, which is. Oh no, I think this is gonna be a forced ending. That's gonna be interesting to say the least. Also, quick tip: if you're ever driving, make sure to just like kind of swerve left and right. If not for the cool aesthetics and to be able to navigate hills better, it also makes you a more difficult target for enemies, which is important for people with like sniper rifles or crossbows or one-shot weapons. Because seeing as your character model is effectively standing still during this time of you driving, it's important to make sure that the actual car itself is as annoying of a target to hit. Now, admittedly, if, let's say, for example, they have like a minigun, or not the minigun, but let's say they have, for example, the MG42, an epic weapon mastery, and a compensator, and they can just like shoot you near perfectly. They might not hit you, but they will hit the car, and the car does have health, and it will blow up and deal a sizable amount of damage to you, and also, well, you are without a car, hurt, and with a very ferocious enemy approaching you at high speeds. Oh, crud. Well, that was inconvenient. Also, the cars are really loud, which means that it gives your position away if you're not careful. I will admit that one was on me. I was kind of distracted with talking about the car that I did not realize that there was an enemy. I also wasn't really paying attention, so where can I land? There's not many places. I'm supposed to go like actual Finland or something, but I don't know. Yeah, because zone is closing. Okay, we'll go castle. Let's see, what do we get? Epic relax! Okay, that's really good because that means we don't. Okay, that's good because that means we've got healing and we don't need to look for bandages. So that means we can just focus on finding a weapon immediately. Because normally you have to find A, a weapon, and B, healing for, well, the other people in the area that you dropped in that, oh, that's a big healing grenade. There are people fighting in the forest. And there are also people fighting right over here. Hi, I'm gonna need a gun. That's flintlock. I'll take it. And that's G18. It's better than nothing. That's a... I'll take it, but I'm gonna swap slots. Well, however, make sure this is reloaded because... yeah, take the M14. Car horn nearby. I can't tell if that's a dash or an actual car horn. Also, I will think... Yeah, no, that's an enemy. Who's a very bad shot, admittedly. But, pro tip, do not taunt your enemies, even if they can't hear you. They will suddenly land 3 consecutive headshots and take you out of the game. So, yeah. Life lessons with Gyozaplanet. Also, there's a lot of other stuff that goes with it, but it's boring psychological science stuff that nobody wants to hear. Yeah! 80 damage. What is that? I think that's the car. Car 98, that is. Odd. Very odd. I could have sworn my, like, the crosshair and the weapon was on that person, but, who knows. Anyways, yeah, we were kind of screwed. Anyways, yeah. I'm gonna call it there. Thank you for watching. We'll see you all tomorrow. Yeah. and ciao.